The Centennial Trail is getting a much-needed facelift, but that means there will be closures. Brandon T. Jones has more.
Yep, construction crews are already getting started up and new updates are coming to the Centennial Trail. I'll have more information in just a few moments.
Plus, a new playground is opening up in Spokane today. Nicole Hernandez and meteorologist Jeremy Legoo are in the new North Bank area right now. Look at them go.
Oh, we've got rock climbing this morning, so we're out here having a little bit of fun, doing a little bit of rock climbing and exploring some of the best parts of this incredible new park.
Very cool, guys. Well, it is unfortunate, but it is true. You can't trust insurance companies to make sure you're fully covered.
You want to get your insurance policy into shape.
That's right. So coming up, I spoke with a nonprofit about how you can be sure you're fully covered for this year's wildfire season.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, today is the day, the grand opening of the Ice Age Floods Playground. It's just a few hours away now.
I know the new North Bank area has a variety of things to do, like climbing a boulder. We just saw Jeremy and Nicole do that. The Hooptown USA basketball courts, of course, the slide tower, a splash pad. Okay, this is not only a kid's dream, but clearly an adult's dream as well. Both of them are having way too much fun this morning. I just think it's such a cool, unique way to bring people into the Spokane area and get them excited.
Absolutely. And this morning, meteorologist Jeremy Legoo is actually at that, climbing that rock right now. Look
Jeremy's
at him go.
a professional rock climber, though.
He is.
But what is great about this area is that it's not too high where you don't need a rope or anything like that. So it's pretty safe to get out there and learn maybe a new skill. And there's so many rock walls in the inland Northwest to actually climb.
Totally. You'll see Jeremy out here probably occasionally working on some skill work probably. Look at him. So strong.
Oh, for sure.
All right, Jeremy, what's going on in the world of weather?
And oh, do I have to talk about weather right now? Man, can I just talk about rock climbing instead? All right, well, I guess I will. It's starting to warm up out here. Temperatures are still hanging out pretty close to 40 degrees here in Spokane, but the sun is up and it feels great out here. It is an absolutely gorgeous start to the day, not just here in Spokane, but elsewhere around the inland Northwest. We've got a few more clouds if you make your way over into North Idaho this morning, but our temperatures are hovering on the chilly side. There's no two ways about it. 30s and 40s for everyone. And as we head out the door, well, just know temps are going to climb. That's thanks to clear skies overhead, and those clear skies take us into the day today. It's going to be mostly sunny though. Think a couple clouds build throughout the day, and those clouds, well, they don't stop us from warming up. We're back in the 60s for the first time in a few days. Mid 60s here in Spokane this afternoon. And if you like warm weather, you want to get out to the park, this weekend's going to be a great time to do so. Temps up near 70 both Saturday and Sunday with a few isolated showers. Just know you're likely not going to see those, might catch a few sprinkles, but we need the moisture, so if it does rain on your weekend, just embrace it, enjoy it, love it. Coming up, I got your full forecast in just a bit, but guys, this place is amazing.
Oh, looks so much fun. We're looking forward to what they have to show us coming up a little bit later. In the meantime, let's get to today's headlines. Back in 2019, we did cover the death of a world-renowned rock climber and Spokane native Jess Roskelley.
Well, now he has a piece of the new Ice Age Park dedicated to him. So Nicole Hernandez is there now live to show us that spot and tell us a little bit about his story.
Yeah, good morning, guys. So like you mentioned, Jess Roskelley was an inspiration in the rock climbing community, and now his legacy, a part of it at least, is living on right here with this huge performance rock. It's a bouldering rock here right in the middle of this brand new park, and I was able to speak with his wife, Allison Roskelley, about how much it means to have this thing here for his family.
It's really exciting. It's really surreal, especially since it's so soon. You know, it's only been 2 years since Jess passed. He was an elite international alpinist, but at the core, he loved Spokane. We really wanted something that just really brought the community together and really allowed that legacy to live on. You can climb on it. There's climbing holds. You can jump around on it. It's an actual bouldering size. That plaque on the side of the boulder, it represents kind of his life motto. It's Fortitude Invincimus is what it's called, and it means by endurance we conquer. I think he would love it, especially because it's climbing related. It's in the core of the place that he loved. I just hope that they think of him when he's down here, that it's a place that people can go when they, want to spend time with him, when they want to climb. Because generally, when I'm climbing, when I'm at the climbing gym, that's definitely where I feel him the most. And I just hope that this is a place where the community can go to remember him, to talk about him. I'm really psyched about it.
Hey, and we've been testing it out, and this is definitely an awesome rock to climb. Look at Jeremy go, and what's cool about it, like she mentioned, is all of these are real holds. You've got places to place your feet, you've got places to grab on with your arms as well, and it's small enough to where if you slip off, you can fall and you won't hurt yourself, so you don't need any ropes or anything to do this. It's really actually neat, and this is just one of many they're going to be doing here in the Spokane area, so the Josh Ross Kelly Foundation is planning on building more of these in the area. I'll send things back to you guys.
Wonderful. Love that they are dedicating that to Jess. He's an incredible human being. But yeah, pretty awesome that kids get to try this out for years to come. And also got to give credit to Nicole too. She also rock climbs, we should mention also, and she took a hard fall there, but it looked like didn't do anything.
It didn't hurt, right?
Yeah, it didn't hurt.
And what a great way to inspire young kids to maybe take up a new hobby.
Absolutely. All right. If you've ever tried to ride on the wheels on the Centennial Trail, you know that some areas just need a little bit of TLC.
Yeah, it could be a little bumpy in areas. Well, it's finally getting just that, a new facelift, getting some new improvements. That's why we have Brandon T. Jones this morning with all of the details. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, good morning. If you listen closely, you can hear some of the construction crews have got onto the scene because construction has started this week on new updates to the Centennial Trail. So right behind me, you take a closer look, I'll zoom in for you. That right there is what we like to call Summit Gap. So construction started this week. I'll zoom in a little bit for you. That part of the trail is 0.9 mile stretch of trail that follows along Summit Boulevard. You can see some of those trucks right there behind me. Summit Boulevard is very wide and it's riddled with crumbling sidewalks. Right now they do not meet the standards along with the rest of our 39-mile span in Washington, but come this fall, trail users will enjoy walking on a newly paved 10 to 12 foot wide trail along Summit Boulevard.
As pedestrians and bicyclists, they don't have to be in the street anymore, so they'll be able to use that nice 10 to 12 foot wide section. It'll have a really easy route into downtown and back out of downtown if they want to use it for a commuting route.
Friends of the Centennial Trail asked the city of Spokane to consider renovating this stretch of the Centennial to look like High Drive on Spokane South Hill, and that's a beautiful part of town. So if you can imagine what this area will transform into, that's a picture you can paint. So with public input and careful planning, the work begins. And it's been pretty cool standing out here this morning as the sun has begun to rise. I've seen more people come walking by and using this trail. Over there, they have to walk a little bit into the street. So once this section is complete, I'm sure that's going to bring a lot of happiness to a lot of people. Tim, Dana Marie.
All right, thank you so much, Brandon. Yeah, it's definitely a great way to get people outside. And if there is any need for improvements, it's happening before summer.
Yeah, totally. You know, there are parts near Kendall Yards, of course, that's really in great condition, but then you go out a little bit more and yeah, it does need some improvements. So glad to see that they're doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming up this morning, it's important, of course, to be proactive, especially when it comes to wildfire season. After the break, I spoke with an insurance expert on your policy coverage. I'm going to have some tips and tricks for you after the break that could really save you in a big way.
Well, a restaurant in Seattle's Central District is named one of the top 12 best new restaurants in the world.
It feels amazing to be able to build a space in your own neighborhood.
We'll learn more about the Communion restaurant, including just how long the wait list is. We'll explain coming up at 8 right here on Up with KREM. And here's a live look outside of Lake Coeur d'Alene. It looks like the blue skies are trying to peak. Yeah. Meteorologist Jeremy Lagoon will let you know what you can expect this weekend if you want to get outside. But first, we are continuing to highlight Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Coming up tonight on KREM 2, we'll meet an Eastern Washington University graduate whose mission is to convey a message of hope, acceptance, and pride. being a non-binary Asian American artist. Now, the goal behind every art piece is to break the stereotype.
I know what that's like to constantly feel like I have to hide parts of myself, whether it's trying to tone down some of the Asian aspects of me growing up, whether it's the weird foods I bring to lunch and hiding it, or almost concealing different identities within myself to fit a palatable expression for other people.
Well, you'll get to hear their story coming up right here on the CW22 tonight on KREM 2 News at 10 and 11.